This is chapter 11 of Matthew. Such a beautiful, beautiful gospel where anybody who has experienced to be burdened, to be overwhelmed, to be exhausted, which probably is every single human being in this chapel, can really receive these words of consolation into their heart. Come to me, all you who labor and are burdened, and I will give you rest. This last word, so important. I think I've already preached to you guys about this, but it's good because I needed to be preached to myself a lot of times, so it's good. And the question that I think is very important for all of us is, where do we find rest? What is our source of rest? And sometimes it is Jesus and the things of Jesus. For example, sleeping properly. That's a thing of Jesus. He created sleeping, so we can count that for him. But prayer or conversation or rosaries, etc., those are the things of Jesus. But sometimes we find rest in things that are not from Jesus. And with this, I'm not referring to like going and playing sports or having a social meeting. All those things God created and they are natural. But sometimes when we play sports or go on a social meeting or put Christmas decorations, that kind of like rests us and whatever, but not rooted in Christ. So I think the key here, as St. Teresa of Avila taught us so beautifully, and she was like a really hard-working woman, is find in Jesus your rest in the good things that are good and healthy for your soul, to find renewal and rest. Make sure that when you're doing those Christmas decorations, it is rooted in this sense of Christ. Because He, as we have heard in today's gospel so beautifully, He is the one who's actually calling us. I know you're exhausted. I know you're overwhelmed. I know you're anxious. Come to me. I will give you rest. Those words are very, very powerful. I am the one who will provide for your needs, especially in this rest. And then what would continue, but today is a weekday homily, so I'm not going to continue with all the rest. But you can read all the rest. But I just think, just if we catch this little pearl, it makes such a big difference in our life. When we learn to rest in the Lord, which is what we will do in all eternity after we pass away, which is not boring. It's also sports and Christmas decorations and all that stuff, prayer, etc.